Let's see if anybody's out there. Let me go find my channel over here. And we'll see what you guys are up to. Get that pulled up. There we go. Hey, Dolly, welcome in. I put the link up at the top if you want to jump up. Let's see. Are you seeing the link up there? Yeah, it should be. It's in the chat. I should have it pinned up there anyway. Let's do this. That's not the one I wanted. Let's get back out. Go to live. Oh, let's see what this does. Why is it saying this one is not live and the other one is? Nice. 940 subs. Sweet. We'll see if we can get you some more today. We can get some people coming in. I don't know why this is doing that. Oh. F5. I get to here. There we go. Get to here. There we go. Now on the YouTube side of it. Awesome. So let me do this also. I go here. I'm going to go find Dolly Dolls. We're going to post your channel on there. Copy. Come back here. Hey, Monkey King Metals, welcome in. If you guys, this is for Dolly Dolls. If you have not subscribed to her, please do so. And her link in there so you guys can see it. Alrighty, let's get some music on here. Let me get over here. I had it set. That's not the one I want. Turn it down. There we go. Hey, Dolly, is that not too loud or is that good? I want it crazy loud on there. You already have dolls. Well, we're going to try to get her some more today. We can get some people in here. We'll definitely do that. Good volume. Awesome. Thank you. Well, I did pick up 4 boxes today, so I'm pretty excited. Took me a while. It's a little challenging trying to figure out how to get boxes of coins on one leg. I have to get pretty innovative. So that's what I did today was went around to about 4 different banks. One bank I was able to get 2 boxes, and I went to 2 different banks and got a box there. And then I got another, which I hadn't even taken out of the car yet, another $10 in pennies. So I'm hoping that we can get some good Wheaties, some foreign, and maybe an Indian. That would be a blast to do. So we'll get a little bit of time, get some people in, and then we can get going. Yeah, I definitely need a wagon. A slacker. um, how do you carry those on crutches? That's the key. So what I ended up, I've got one of those big bags that has a strap, that carry strap around the shoulder, and so I put the boxes in there and I bring them in one at a time off of my neck. But the nice thing is I get the tellers to come help me bring them to at least to my truck, and then I can take it. So it's not too bad that way. All right, let's go back over here. As long as I don't fall and bruise my ego again, or my pride, fall on my pride button. So it wouldn't be too bad that way. Because right now I have a very big bruise on my butt. And it's pretty sore. So I'm hoping that you guys will have fun watching me. We'll probably only get about 1 box of these done, and then I have the other 4 boxes we kind of do them periodically, and then these will come on trade day at 5, and we'll head over there. Dolly, are you streaming today too? I haven't gotten any notifications or anything yet. Hey, Coin Junkie, awesome to see you. I'm excited. We have all of this ready to go. I'm going to try to get through a box. Yeah, exactly. I need a 1909 SVBD. Yep, definitely. BDB. Me, my dyslexic. Okay, good. I just didn't want to stream over you. I was kind of concerned about that, because if you were streaming, it wouldn't go to yours instead. So they're all from the same bank. I just went to about 3 or 4 different branches to get all of these. So, and I need to get my $50 ordered for the next $50 hunt, which you guys got to see on the last live stream. Doing quarters is kind of boring because all you're looking for really is W's and a few. You might get lucky. You might get, you know, some odds and ends and some weird stuff, but very rarely do I find silver in the quarter boxes. They're pretty cleaned out. Yeah, I need to complete my Lincoln set. I need that 09 SBBD, BDB. Yeah. I have a 22D, but I need one 22 no D, and then I need a 55 double die. So that's what I want to do. We'll give it a couple more minutes here, and then we'll just break into it, start going through it, and see what we can come up with. I know Coin Junkie's excited about breaking into some pennies. Especially the 2009s. He likes the 2009s. All right, well, I guess we'll get started. We'll see who else comes in. I'm going to switch over to the other camera here, swing it into place, and we we're going to have some fun. Drop that down a little bit. Oh, one of the pickups that I did get today, or yesterday actually, which I thought was really cool. And I actually bought a mold to do this that I'm going to cast in pure silver. But this is not the one I'm going to cast. But I did pick up this beautiful megalodon tooth. I think it's just freaking awesome. And then it's got the shape of a ship on the back of it. That thing is freaking rocks. Literally, it's a rock. Megalodon took a bite out of you. Hey, Frostbite, welcome in. Yeah, it's beautiful. So I went to Hobby Lobby, got me a nice little stand, but I need to get a actual, I've seen stands just for the Megalodon itself instead of using these little easel type. But I've got it set up in front of me here. I just thought it was just cool as can be. Originally, the guy wanted like $1,500 for it, and he was going to sell it to me for $700. I said, I just can't do it. I gave him some pointers on where he might be able to, be able to sell it on eBay. He might do better. Well, and then he calls me up yesterday and said, hey, I'm really hurting for the money. I need help, and I'll go ahead and sell it to you for the $200. I was like, cool. And the nice thing that I tried to do with him is told him, I said, hey, if you get through these hard times and you ever want it back, I'll give it back to you for what I paid for it. So I just get to enjoy it, until then. And if he never does, then I'll keep it. But yeah, he was a real nice guy. He was a former Army Ranger. He was doing some diving, and that's when he found it. And so I thought it was just awesome. I had to give it. Hey, Philip the Board, welcome in. Great to see you. So we got all of this over here to play with. We're going to crack into at least one box today and see what we can come up with. Got them numbered here. And so let's crack into the first one. Hey, Siren, how are you? Great to see you. Let's do something here. I may have to go over here. Can I do it from this side? Why is it not letting me do it? Maybe I have to do it from this side. Let's. Oh, I think I've already got you as a mod, don't I? Yeah, I've already got you as a mod because you're blue. Awesome sauce. Yep, so we're going to have some fun today. All right, so let's cut this one open. This is box number 1. I'm going to crack into them, see what happens. Because at least we know there's hope that we can get a wheat penny out of here for sure. I usually find about 10 per box. And there have been boxes I've pulled out 50 or 60 wheat pennies out of. And some, I haven't found any super dates. These are definitely circulated. Let's get started here and see what we can come up with. I did empty out my trash can, so now I have a place to throw all these wrappers away. Gonna lay it out. Zoom in a little bit. Give us a little more light. And we're gonna see what we got. So right now I probably should be, let me get my trays here, because that's helpful too. So what I do, the ones that I'm going to double check under the scope, actually I should open my scope too. Let me grab that. That way I have it ready and willing to go. There we go. If I try to open it in StreamYards, my computer just wants to die on me. That's one thing. I went to Best Buy yesterday and was doing some shopping, looking. So like my 83, I throw in there, and we'll come back and look at them under the scope. So I tried to go through all of that later, and we're going to see what we can come up with. There's a 2000. We're going to look for the close AM on those. Let's quickly go through some of these. And there's 60D we'll look at later. Uh-oh. Looky what we got. Boom. Right off the bat. First roll. Let's see what it is. That looks like it's going to be a 55 Denver. So there's our first wheat penny of the box. That is pretty sweet. So I'm going to set that off to the side and we'll just keep going here. Try to get through some of these. And I'm just going to continue to peek at the chat there. And we're going to see what else. Hopefully we get an amazing box. I'm hoping I can find some really good stuff out of here. I think that's a 69S. And we're going to set that side, take a look under the scope. Maybe a D. We'll still look under the scope for fun. There's a 98 we'll look at later. 69. 74 I'm not too worried about. And then I have my scale and everything else to weigh some of these, especially those 83s. Trying to look for that small day copper. There's a 99. Oh, look at this. That's a nice one. 64 Blazer, pretty much. I'll definitely look under that at the scope. We're just going to keep playing around. If you guys have questions about which ones to look for and everything, go ahead and ask them. And we'll see if we can answer them. Let's do a little more like that. There we go. It's a little easier for me to slide it. So what I use is I have this giant, basically, it's magnifying glass with a LED light. And it helps me to see much more clearly as I'm hunting them. Plus it gives me the light for the coin. That's what I like about it too. So I can quickly go through these. Yeah, and those nice ones like that. It's a beautiful one. I keep rolls and rolls of these really nice ones and kind of just put them together like the 64D here. That's just a Blazer. And so I set those off to the side. Here's a 95 we'll look at later also. Okay, so one wheat penny, roll number 1. Let's go for roll number 2 and see if we can come up with something cool. All right, here we go. So let's lay it out. There we go. See if we can find any goodies in here. Most of the time I've only ever done was I would do this and film it as I would find my finds, and then I would just post it that way. But what do you see? Check it out. We got a 52 Philly. Makes week number 2, second roll. Hey, John Howe, welcome in. Welcome in. We're just doing some penny hunt. Picked up 4 boxes today, and so thought we'd just go out and have some fun, hunting some pennies, and having a great time. Just chatting along. So let me slide this back up a little bit. Get a little more room. There we go. So let's see what we have here. It's a 77. Not too worried about it. Just going to keep going through these and see what we can come up with. Where's that one there? That's 91. Now I found that a lot of people collect the copper and set those off to the side. There's an 83, we'll weigh up. There's a nice 69 Denver. Take a look at it, the scope. And you know, for me, just setting boxes and boxes of copper, the problem was, and I have all this cash sitting on the floor, that I need to go get more coins with. So I didn't end up keeping a lot of them. 61D, we'll take a look at that one. There's an 80. Let's find the good ones. Where are you hiding? At least we got one per roll so far. That's doing well. If we got one per roll, that'd be like a 50 wheat cent box. That'd be incredible. It's been a long while since I've got anything like that. Did you guys see that Keith on Coin Crew had put out a new video on the error for the penny, the 2023 penny, the extra V where the VDB is? I saw that was fascinating. I mean, I haven't even seen any 2023s yet, but go check out his video. Also up there too, you see Dolly Dolls is up there. If you guys haven't subscribed to her, go subscribe to her. She is amazing. She is a hard-working mom and an amazing person. I keep pushing my scope back. There we go. Hiding it all from you guys. I think I probably should bring it up a little higher. That'll make it a little easier and push all this up higher. There we go. That's within view. Let's see what we can get. Thank you, Siren. I appreciate that very much. So if you guys definitely haven't subscribed, please do so. Here we go. This is a Coin Junkie favorite. Come on, focus for me. So shiny, it's not liking it. We'll scope them out. And we'll take a look at it that way. But yeah, definitely got to go get a new PC. The RAM in this thing just is terrible. If I have more than 3 pages open at a time, it just crashes out on me. Definitely got to update. Plus, I think this one still has this PC that I had that I got from work is Windows 7. Yeah, so it's, I mean, it's got incredible memory on it. I've got 2 terabytes of memory in it, but it's the RAM that's more the issue and the processor. There's a beautiful 95. There's 98. Let's sit off the side. Okay. That roll's done. So, not too shabby. So, we have 2 weeks right off the bat. Hopefully, we can keep the trend going. We're in our 4th roll. Keep wanting to drag them back towards me. The base of this magnifying glass basically was a floor magnifying glass, and it kind of broke, and so I rewired it and everything else and turned it into where I connected it to one of my drawers, which worked out pretty well. Slide it over a little more, give me a little more space. There we go. There's another 95, which are going to look for the double ear on those and the double die. Check for the close AM on it. And the 92s, we're looking for the wide AM. I have found, oh, there's a not too shabby one, 1959. Not a week, but first year. I do save those and set those off to the side, so I'll set that up there. That one's a 69. So we'll look under the scope. It's pretty chewed up though. 72, which is an awesome year. Okay, so nothing in that one there worth hunting down. And I did get, this is Rob's updated penny mat. And so the nice thing is you got a way to go through and know what you're looking for. It gives you, so you can keep them in your head. So those are the ones that I usually just set aside and then I come back and look at them. You can get those from Rob Finds Treasure on his channel, off his website. They're really good mats. Lay those out. See what pops out. There's a 98. That one's ugly. Halfway corroded all the way through. There's 68 Philly. Probably not anything on there. There won't be a punch mint mark on that one for sure. So has anybody seen the 2023 pennies yet in their change? Hey, Roadhog, welcome in. I think it'd be interesting to find a full box of those and look for errors since they're just now coming out. There's a 95 set aside. There's a 2000 set aside. So a lot of those I'm still trying to find is those wide AMs on all of those. Nothing else left in that one. We got 159 and 2 wheats. And let's see what else comes out. More Wheaties. Come on, Wheaties. Who ate their Wheaties this morning? Hopefully we can get some good Wheaties to go. And the crazy thing is sometimes when I'm coin roll hunting, I will find wheat pennies that look basically uncirculated. I mean, even some older ones. I think I found a 36 that was completely uncirculated when I was coin roll hunting, and just some beautiful coins. So you never know what you're going to get. Like a box of chocolates. So, yep, definitely you guys coming in. Please subscribe to Dolly Dolls. We're trying to get her to 1,000 and she's just a little bit shy, and we're going to help her get there as quickly as we can. Get her up and rolling. Oh, there's an 83, throw it over there. Which one's that one? That's nothing. Where are the wheat pennies now? We had really good luck with the first 2 rolls. It was just like back to back. I think that's a 99. We'll look at that one later. Got that one done. Yeah, I want a Fujio coin too. And that's kind of outside my realm of financial capability until I win the lotto. I would like to find one metal detecting. I think that would be pretty sweet. Those hold up pretty well in the ground if the ground hasn't been fertilized on the East Coast. You ain't going to find them where I'm at here in Texas for sure. There's a 95. Looking for the doubled ear. The 2000 we'll look at. Some of these are far from being even called pennies. These zinc pennies, they just totally deteriorate and rot. There's a 64D we'll look at later. Has anybody got some good plans today? Do anything fun? There's an 83. 64D. Nothing in that roll. Where are the Wheaties today? Is that a Wheat Ender? I can get the camera to focus. Come on. I think it's a Wheatie Ender. I think that says 9194. That's a Wheatie Ender right there. Let's see what kind of Wheatie we got. We got a 40s at least. And it's going to be a 46 Philly. There we go. Another Wheatie. So that makes number 3. There's a 99 we'll look at. Another 60s. Yep, it's definitely chocolate color. There we go. Let's see what this one is. There's an 09. Let's let that one offside. It'll go in my 09s. If they're nice enough, I keep those and just set them in rolls, the 09s, because they were lower mintage. But if they're pretty trashed, I don't even hold on to them. I just throw them back. They're not even worth it. And that's going to be it for that. So at least that roll has one. So those out of the way. And it was an ender too. We got a Wheat Penny Ender. Probably should be checking top and bottom. I didn't check the bottom of these. And I just made a penny spill. Let's do this. There you go, guys. If you guys have not subscribed to Dolly Dolls, please do so. Try to get her to 1,000. It's not very far away. Got another 09 there. Pretty decent shape. That one's a weird color. Must be plated. Kind of like a silvery color. Or goldish. Could have been one of those gold plated ones. Set that out. That's an oddity. There's a 99 we'll look at. Get it scoped. Now with all of the dates, I have some just kind of key ones in my mind that I pull out. Those are the ones I scope for. Other ones I don't even worry about right now, like the 70s. I do keep I look at all the 83s, the 92s, 98s. 56 away. Here we go. And it would be awesome if we can knock that out even on this stream. Silver is at $25.70 an ounce. Holy cow. So, let's see, where is it at? thought I had it laying around here still. Oh, so how much does that make that now? It's an over 10-ounce bar of silver. It's sterling. But at $25 an ounce? Wow. I don't have any like super nice bars of silver because I have a tendency to buy silver that I can melt. Don't melt coins. But I definitely melt. I get silver shot for most of all, or I'll buy the buffaloes, the cheap buffaloes that I can find. I also go to the coin shop, all the coin shops, and I buy up all the dinged and dented and 3/9 fine silver that I can get, and I usually get it at a lower price that way. That's a 78. Don't need that one. There's a 92. Look at a little later. Just to focus a little more down. There we go. It's $25. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Nothing there. Yeah, but you know how the news is. Sometimes you just can't trust what they say. Do you think if silver went up that high, it would make coin collecting almost obsolete because the coins with silver value would be more worth than the coins in numismatic then? And a lot of the coins. 92, take a look. Because then it also gets so expensive you couldn't even afford to get coins. Any kind of silver anyway to collect. But if it got up to $300 an ounce, our economy would be in the toilet in order for that to happen. There's a nice blazer I'll keep. It's a 78D. But the pretty ones like that I do keep when they're older. I think we'd all be in a world of hurt if it did. Yeah, it's all relative. You just never know. I mean, none of us can predict the future. The economists tried to do it to some degree, but we're limited on what we can and cannot know. Let's see what else is here. What was gold at today? Silver went up that high. Still, gold has still got to be shooting up then too. Could you imagine if gold was like $10,000 an ounce? That would be absolutely insane. There's another 2009. It's the cabin. That one is eat up. Gold is at 2027.94 today. Holy smokes. That's something I wish I still had a lot of. I've never ever had a lot of it. Let's see if I can see what this one is. It's pretty corroded. It's 72D. Where is it in this? I'm looking for the 72 Philly. We're going to look for a double die on it. I haven't found one yet. Look for the 69 S's. Nothing in that one. Man. That thing has jumped up high quick. And it's still been trending up, up, up. Sometimes, you know, and the thing about the stock market, that's just all paper money. That's not even physical in-hand gold and silver. This is just bonds and stuff that people buy on the market. There's a nice one. I may set that one offside. That's a 65. Pretty nice condition. Still some met luster on it. Set that one off the side. I'll go in the nice 60s bin. So the way I collect copper pennies is if they're wheat pennies or the nice pennies. I know that they're worth 3 cents a piece if they're copper, but like I said, I need turnover to move to get more coins. So I don't save up all of my copper, but I do save all my metal detecting copper and I don't know if that's 2000 or 2008. No, that's an 8. And there's a 72 Philadelphia. And we'll scope it. 99 2000. What I really want to find is a 92D. Close I am. I think everybody does. Let's see if that's the 70. It's a 70D. Looking for the 70S. $99. That one is crap that. All right, so there's that one. Yeah, I think there's a way to do it. You know, I think because with nitric acid, you can put copper into solution. And I think you have to use steel to drop it out of solution because it's the order of metals. So like if I put silver into solution, all those molecules are now in solution and called silver nitrate. And then you put copper in it, copper wire or copper pipe. All of the silver actually cements out on that copper and falls off, and the copper molecules get moved into the solution, so they flip, they switch each other. So I think to get pure copper, you have to do the same thing in reverse, but you use steel. So you have your copper solution, you put steel in it, and then you get a big pile of copper, is how that works. But that's kind of expensive because nitric acid is not cheap. And it's been a while since I refined any silver. I mean, some of this was refined to probably about 99, 98% pure silver. And then I had some other sterling. I just threw it all in there, and because I could not, for some reason, get the crystals to grow the way I wanted it to. And I've grown crystals before, but for some reason, I think I didn't have enough voltage going in. So when you've got it in solution, and then I would take it, take it out of solution. I would get the silver cement. I'd melt it up, and at that point, it's about 95 to 98% pure silver. Melt it up, turn it into little beads, and then I would run it through a silver cell, and then what it would do is I have a little basket that contained the silver, and the silver would start growing crystals on the outside of the stainless steel bowl. And it was actually a fun process to do, but it's not cheap. And then they pulled all the nitric acid. You couldn't buy it on eBay anymore. And so you have to go through a licensed agent chemical company to be able to order it. And I just haven't messed with it to do it. But I have done it. Plus, I ended up breaking all my flasks and everything else, and that gets a little expensive too. But it is fun to do, and it's really pretty to grow crystals. And especially since the nitric acid, when the copper is in solution, because it's pulling the copper out and the silver is falling down, you get this beautiful blue color to it, this aqua blue, and mixed with the silver crystals, because that blue will just be crystal clear blue, and the crystals growing out over silver color, so it's got this incredible contrast, and it's just beautiful. Where are the wheat pennies? Where are they hiding? Yeah, I'm happy to have 3, but we're nowhere near through the entire box in any way. 64 is chewed up. So I play around with just about everything. I kind of spend more of my time, my passion is more coins and metal detecting and silver art. And so I kind of got out of the chemical part of it, because you've got some challenges with it, and it's very, very dangerous. Yeah, it's very toxic. And so you have to have a respirator. You have to have a ventilated place. You can do it outside, and you just kind of have to have it covered so the dust doesn't go into it. But if you cannot do it inside, those vapors will definitely, they can kill you. They can fry your lungs and kill you because it's acid. I've also refined gold. Then you're mixing not just the nitric acid to refine it, so you mix more silver with it. Here we go. You guys coming in, please hit up Dolly Dolls right there. She's getting close to her 1,000, and that's what we're trying to get her to. So refining gold was a little more challenging, because first you have to dilute your gold with silver or copper, because any type of, you get to 10K or higher, nitric acid won't penetrate it to pull out all the base metals. So you have to lower the level of the gold. You have to drop it under 25% gold within that actual metal content. Then you boil nitric acid, boils over and over and over until the solution is completely clear. And then after you've done that, and you've got it rinsed off and everything else, you will have a nice brown powder down at the bottom. Then you have to take hydrochloric acid, and you have to use the water that you use has to be all distilled, so you don't put any impurities back into it. Use hydrochloric acid, and then you gently start adding nitric acid into it. And what that does is now you're pulling all the gold into solution. You filter all of that after it's gone into solution. And you have this nice, beautiful yellow liquid, and it's heavy. And then you use what is called stump out, or sodium metabisulfate, if I pronounce that right. Yep. And then what will happen is all of the gold powder will come out of solution. You filter all of that out into the filter, and you'll have this brown powder in there. You rinse it off with hydrochloric acid, and then you would rinse it off with water. Then you go put it in your crucible and melt it, and you have 3/9 fine pure gold. But each step has to be done properly, or you totally make a mess. But you do learn from your mistakes, and it's kind of tricky when you got, any kind of, amount of gold you're trying to refine. You're kind of wondering, am I losing gold doing this? That's kind of the scary part of it. But I did try it out, had fun with it, and just realized, it took up too much time that I could not devote to doing it, and the chemicals got too expensive, so I kind of backed out of doing that. Oh, dropped a link for live stream, and I'm sorry, I thought I had it pinned up top. Let me get to it here real quick. There we go. There's the link. Linky. Click the linky. Stinky pinky. I gotta keep an eye out for it. So I dropped it there. There you go. I unpinned it? How crap did I do that? So how do you pin it on the StreamYard side? Do I have to go over to the YouTube side to be able to pin it? Like if I go here, pin message, there we go. Now it's pinned. Okay, yeah, I have to go into the actually YouTube side. Let me kick you in here. Add to stream. There is Dolly Dolls, guys.
Hello, everyone.
Our superhero of the day.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but
So are you getting closer and closer on those numbers?
I am working hard, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I didn't do it on my own. I can guarantee you that. I had some incredible help getting me over 1,000.
Yeah, I have somebody coaching me as well right now, so
Yeah.
And it's working and it's helping. Especially some of the subs that reach out to me and request certain things, and I post them.
Can't tell what that is. I think it's 69 Denver, but I'll look under the scope later. Yeah, so I went shopping, went and looked for PCs, and the processing speed that I need and everything that it's going to take, I'm looking at about $700-800 for a decent computer.
Oh, that's expensive.
So I'm going to shop around. That was just at Best Buy, and I'm hoping I can get a better deal. Maybe I can go through a private, get a refurb where they have Windows 11 on it.
Right.
And that way I can start doing videos with this camera that way. Because right now I can't even load the software for this camera on here. It loads the drivers to run the camera, but you can't use it to its maximum on this Logitech.
Yeah, I just heard something about they discontinued Windows 7, so.
Well, and that's what I have on this PC.
So if you don't have Windows 11, you're kind of.
Yep. And then eventually they'll say, oh, we don't support 10 again, so then we can make you buy another one.
Well, I did hear they have the Windows 11 download for anybody that still hasn't downloaded it for free.
Well, I think my PC is too old to even attempt it.
Well, that could be.
But, I mean, it's got plenty of memory. It just doesn't have plenty of RAM to be able. So like when I'm have web pages open, I can open about 3. If I try to open the 4th, it freezes the actual screen up, and then I have to go Control Delete, get down to the tools, and close stuff the hard way, and makes more of a mess. I can't really afford doing that if I'm going to be doing live streams.
Right.
So to lock up in the middle of it, it's kind of stupid.
Yep, that wouldn't be good. Rookie mistake.
Yep. I mean, it's been fine up to this point. I mean, it was an old work computer that we had connected to a camera, the ophthalmology cameras, and we upgraded that PC. And this one wasn't even really that old. I think it was only like 2 years old. And there's another 59. Set that one off the side. And
now, what are you looking for?
So for these, what I look for is the main ones that I look for, as far as the more common current ones besides the wheat pennies. I'm looking for 70S, 72P, 83, any of the 83, so I can weigh them and stuff. The 92s for the close AM, either D or Philly. And then also any of the 98s and 2000 through 2000, looking for the wide AM.
Nice.
Because those are the ones that actually have value to them.
So I don't go through my pennies. I hoard them, but I don't go through them.
So I think it's all Paula Bloom's fault doing the coin Q&A, live coin Q&A. She got me addicted to finding errors now. And so,
Whose fault?
Paula Bloom.
Oh, okay.
Who runs the live coin Q&A. They're like the error experts. They were like really studied it out, and so you get a whole panel of people on Monday night that they do their stream, and they teach you about all the errors and stuff, and what to look for.
I don't want to get too much into that with my channel yet.
Yeah.
Too many people on there. They're new, and some of them are coming from just the reseller community.
Yeah.
So I try to keep it low key for right now.
So when I'm doing coin roll hunting, that's what I'm doing. I'm looking for some of these. And I mean, some of them can be quite valuable, some of the errors. So I do try to hunt those down. I don't know how I would ever sell them, but I'd probably have to sit them and get them graded first.
I don't know. A lot of people throw their stuff up on eBay ungraded.
Yeah, and if you're talking, the max that you're going to get for that coin, maybe $20, it's better just to sell it raw like that.
Right.
Like when I was hunting those half dollars, I went back through all the 74s, and I pulled out one beautiful 74 DDO Kennedy. And it was about uncirculated too. So those have a little premium on top of that.
I did some more research on that Daniel Carr guy.
And
I found that his stuff does sell no matter what. It sells really well. And some of them for stupid amounts of money, but his coins are, and I knew it when I bought it because I thought they were cool, so that's why I got him. But anyway, he does fantasy coins. And the reason why so many people are upset about it is because they look so real and so authentic.
Wow.
And why a lot of people also don't understand how he gets away with it is because under the certain coin acts, it doesn't say anything about hobbies.
Right.
And these are considered hobbies.
Yeah, hobby coins or tokens, I guess you could say.
Tokens, fantasy coins, whatever you want to call them.
See, these are blazers like this that I keep. It's a 74 Denver blazer. Well, let's go into my nice 70s pile. Not much else in this one. So that roll is done. So at 5, I'm going to be heading over to Key's channel for the buy sell trade. Probably jump on there for a while.
So like this CC that he makes right here.
Uh-huh.
It goes for over $600.
Holy cow. That's
People
beautiful.
will pay up for that coin, even though it's a fantasy coin.
Yeah. Does he have to put copy on it?
No, he does not. The reason why is because of the year.
The year, yeah. Because there's definitely none made.
Right.
Hi. Kiddo's in here.
Yeah. I saw the notification.
Hello, little Ringmaster Ray.
Hello.
Yeah, he's in here. Hanging out at the moment. Here we go.
Oh.
That's him.
Hey.
He's about to be my 14-year-old. Very shortly.
I have a 14-year-old. He's a problem child. Wait, what are we doing? They're going to Keys. Summer Keys on right now?
There we go. I'm back.
Good job.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is she on? Did it say she was going?
I don't know. I thought I didn't get no notification.
Yeah, usually it said at 5. Where are we at here? Yeah, it's 4:30.
Oh, maybe that's what he's saying. He's saying he's going there at 5.
Yeah, yeah. So at 5.
That's what he's saying. Sorry.
That's where we're gonna head to. Let me go ahead and copy her link.
Can't wait until I get my
Just click copy.
new stash coming in for coins.
Uh-huh.
I got an uncirculated 1893 exposition ticket.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And I'm going to put it with this uncirculated right here, 1893.
Here's Silver Key's link that we can use in a little bit. She doesn't go on till 5. Wow, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm so used to Eastern Central Time, Eastern Standard Time, not Central. Oh my gosh.
Did you see that fire?
We just call it Texas time. Oh, was there a fire out there?
With that one, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that one.
It wasn't when I came in the house, so.
Yeah, it looked to be controlled like the one we saw on Monday.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't been put out yet.
Okay. Hopefully it doesn't come this way. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Hopefully it stays controlled.
Yeah, we don't call it Eastern, Central, Ocean time, whatever. We call it Texas time.
Yeah.
We just call it Ohio. Never know when it's going to happen.
Yep. Well, we have 2 times here. We call it New Mexico time and Texas time because right at the state line, that's when it switches over. And all our patients are an hour behind. So when we schedule appointments, we had to be careful about what time it was when we were scheduling it. Remind them it is an hour behind. Switch back over this other camera here. So what I try to do is I accidentally clicked onto my my scope and it didn't like it and it froze me out. So I had to come back into StreamYards.
I was like, oh, I don't know what happened to you. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on?
What is going on with it? It's just like all of a sudden I'm out. And then I have to come back into StreamYards again. And then turn my camera back on and everything.
Scope doesn't like StreamYards?
No, it sure doesn't. So I can't even share it to show people on the scope.
No, that's
Which
like
bites.
bad. You need to upgrade your computer.
Oh, yeah, I could probably do it this way.
Just put a coin up close.
And put a coin up closer. But
No,
it doesn't magnify it because of the camera does its own magnification stuff. So it doesn't really help. What is that one? I see blur.
Yeah, it's too much sunlight behind me.
just started an hour ago. Here. Not even close to being done.
Come on. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. Ah, 34. Pretty lady. Well, she ain't pretty, but she's pretty ugly. But the coin's beautiful.
I always knew you could live stream. You just didn't believe in yourself.
Well, yeah. We all got to start somewhere.
Yep, everybody's got to start somewhere. Look at these beauties.
Making me drool. It's not right. I'm gonna go get a bag of cookies and show them to you now.
Yeah, see, now it's not right. It's the cookies and the cat bust.
Do you have a bag of cookies, Dad?
No, I don't have a bag of cookies. I'm trying to watch my girlish figure.
Oh, you had a bag of cookies. I was excited.
I'm trying to eat right, somewhat.
Look at that one.
Oh my, that's basically uncirculated. Holy crap. Wow.
You know where I found this one at?
Where?
I went to a flea market.
OMG.
How much did they give it for you?
Well, he only charged me $100 for it.
Dude,
I looked it up. It was way more
you'll go
than
get that graded? Wow.
But I put it on the Sigma and it tested out perfect. Weighted,
Sweet.
everything.
Yeah, that's a grader.
Might come out more than 100.
Here's another coin junk coin here.
Look at that one.
Oh my goodness.
What is that you got?
It's supposed to be a Lincoln.
It's not focusing.
And it won't focus. You buy this Ultra 4K camera and it still doesn't want to zoom in. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Now take it slowly, yeah. We got this one too, and this one's a grader.
Wow.
There's the back of it.
Yeah, for me, I can only usually afford uglies.
Yeah. This one cost me... I don't want to say. You can probably
I can't blame you. Cannot blame you. I've seen them in the coin shops, at the nice ones, what they go for. So.
This one came from.
But for you to find them raw and not already graded, that's what's awesome.
Yep, I got lucky. I was just looking through his coins. I was like, "You got a cat bust here. What do you want for it?" And he's like, "Oh, just give me $100 for it."
Okay.
I was like, "Sweet, okay."
Yeah, I can double, triple, quadruple my money.
Yep.
Get that puppy graded out.
That's a good investment.
That's very good. That's definitely what you always try to do: is you buy low and sell high. I mean, you don't want to rip the person off, but
no,
that's what they offer you. I mean, you're like, okay, and it's an agreement, and when it's agreed upon, it's not robbing anybody at that point.
Nope, that's what I say. But now, if I find a coin, I'd be like some people. If it's worth over, and I only pay like $100, and it's worth over 3, 4, 5,000, I might give him some extra.
Right, exactly.
If I remember where it came from.
My very first video on YouTube, I had to take down because I was getting hate comments on it. Because I did not know anything about YouTube at all, really, or about coins. I mean, I had a coin collection, but I was still so new to it. I had no idea what I was doing. So I went to a yard sale and they didn't have anything I wanted. I was about to walk off, and then I went back and I said, "Do you happen to have any silver jewelry or anything like that?" And he said, "No, but my wife's got this coin collection that was her dad's." I'm like, "Oh, cool." So he's going to show it to me, and I got excited because he's going to show it to me. So she comes out with a shoebox full of old coins, and there's some in slabs, there's a Morgan in there, and I don't know the key dates to Morgans. I didn't know anything about CCs. I didn't know anything about slab coins, what that meant. And so I thought, hey, these are beautiful. And she's like, "Well, do you want to buy them?" Okay. So I said, "How much you want for them?" She's like, "Well, $100. Okay. And I'm still ignorant to coins, period. And so she throws them all in a little shopping bag. And so I wanted to see what I got. And so I drove almost home. I hit a bunch of them that day. You know, a bunch of garage sales. And so I get about halfway home, and I don't even know where this lady is. I've already forgot where she was at because I kept going to garage sales too. And her and her husband. And so I'm looking through the bag, and I see this slab coin, and I'm like, I don't know anything about it. And so I call up my buddy, and I said, do you know anything about what this thing PCGS is? And he said, that's a grading company. And I said, oh, well, I've got this coin in here, and it says $20 on it. And it's, you know, and it says at the top, it says it's a $20 gold piece, 1904. Do you think it's real? He said, well, if it's graded like that, it's a possibility. And that's when I kind of found out about our local coin shops and stuff. And so I took it to them to have it checked out. Yeah, it was a legitimate $20 gold piece. That literally, if you took all the coins that I had in that bag, there was a CC Morgan in there. There was a lot of commemoratives, a lot of mint sets. Some of them weren't in the greatest of shape. And so we looked up the value on it. It was like a $1,900 coin by itself, that gold coin, at that time. Unbelievable.
Wow. It was just like this right here. I picked this up down at the fun show, but you know how much I actually paid for it?
How much?
Well, the guy had this sitting in a box of coins, just like a whole bunch of coins
like
in these
foreign coins.
Do what?
Like a bunch of foreign coins and mixed and didn't know what it was?
Yeah, I mixed in with all kinds of coins, U.S. coins, everything. He handed it to me, and I was like, well, what do you want for that, Isabella? Because he knew what I was talking about when I asked for it, because he's like, oh, I know what you're talking about. He pulled it out, and I put it on the Sigma, and it tested out right.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, so what do you want for it? And he's like, give me $75 for it.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Have a nice day. And so that gold coin, and I think there was approximately about 50 different coins in there. There were commemoratives. That's what got me hooked on commemoratives when I found out about commemoratives. And so if you divide it up, I paid $100 for 50 coins. I paid $2 for that gold coin.
Oh, wow.
And then I had posted it just out of excitement, my very first video, and there are people like screaming at me, why didn't you go give her money back? Because I didn't know anything about it. I don't know where this lady lives. I don't even know her address or anything. It's not like I got her all her stuff.
Right. Sometimes you can't give it back. I mean, it's
and you know, if you know, now I know what I'm doing, and I would have probably gone back if I knew where she lived at all, and I would have done it at that. You know, I'm more experienced now by far.
You can tell what you did with the gold coins.
Well, I was going to buy a house, and I needed a down payment, so I sold the gold coin for right at $19.50, and it was going to go down for.
Have you ever seen this one, Little Ringmaster Ray?
Oh yes, trade dollar.
Oh, it's not a trade dollar.
Oh yes, that's your opium box.
Yeah, it is.
Yep, that is so cool. So they used to use those. It was like a magic coin, but they used to put drugs inside it.
And it was actually made from authentic trade dollars.
Yep.
Huh. I will not try that technique.
It takes a lot of skill, because when I first got the coin, it tested out perfect on the Sigma.
Uh-huh.
Everything else came out right, except for I forgot to weigh it.
Wow.
And I sold it to somebody. And the person contacts me back. She's like, I know you don't sell bad coins, but this one happens to be a little weird, and I'm not sure what to even think about it. And I was like, well, what do you mean? And she's like, well, I weighed it, and it doesn't weigh right. So she sent it back to me. and it matched the pictures of the coin that I had. So I was like, all right, so I'll give your money back until we figure this out. And then I was like, what in the world is going on with this coin? I looked it over and over, and you couldn't even tell it had that compartment at all. So I took it into my guy, where I do a lot of my local business with, and he's very, very extremely knowledgeable. He looked at the coin. He's like, oh, yeah, you know what this is? I was like, well, what is it? He's like, hold on, let me show you. And he tried to get it open, and he couldn't get it open at first. I was like, what are you doing? You're hurting my coin. You're ruining my trade dollar. He's like, well, it's a real trade dollar, but it's no longer a trade dollar.
Yeah.
He's like, well, hold on. Just bear with me. And he got it to pop open. And I was like,
Neat.
What in the world is that?
Wow.
So.
That is crazy. Now, see, I found magic coins, but that is far beyond just your regular Kennedy magic coin by any means.
Yep. So I keep the paper between it because I don't want to ruin it. Trying to reopen it.
Well, and you see these Kennedy, all the magic coins, they're milled out. Okay, so they mill them out with, machines. Okay, they couldn't do that with that.
Nope.
So that had to be done by a jeweler or, a craftsman of some sort. And it was not an easy process.
Probably expensive.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. The guy
that was all hand done.
That gave me the information on this said the Chinese absolutely would do this. And he's like, on the inside, if I can get it to pop open, there's actually a bezel in there, a watch face bezel.
Yeah.
And he's like, sometimes jewelers would do it, but 99.9% of the time it was the Chinese doing it.
Wow. That is nuts.
But he's like, if you push right there, if you ever get a trade dollar, it doesn't weigh outright. He's like, if you push right there between the E and the S, it should pop right open with no issues.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Crazy.
And then to find out that even though I had to pay that lady back her money because it wasn't an authentic trade dollar, it was worth more than what she paid for it.
Oh, yeah.
So.
And it's a cool keepsake. I mean, it's like, how often are you going to find one of those again?
You're not. And if you do, they're actually all destroyed and tore apart and not working. So.
Dang.
And this one actually.
That would just be a cool display piece by itself. Man, where all the wheat pennies go? We started off with a bang, and then the box got quiet and dead. Like nothing. Yeah, that Isabella that I got from you, man, was just gorgeous.
That was a nice one. Really nice.
Yep. It was worth every penny of it to have a nice one like that in there. And I'm like, I don't even care if it was ever cleaned or not. It just looks beautiful.
I don't think it ever was, though. I looked at it very closely.
Yeah, I don't think it was either. And, but I just thought it was just stunning. And, put that in my album right next to that Lafayette dollar. Wow.
That one would have been definitely a grader at least.
Yep. Well, the
Lafayette too, but
the Lafayette, I think I paid right at $650 for it, and it's in MS state. It has one little ding in the field. Other than that, that's it. And it's toned. It's dark, and but if I were to get it graded, and if it were to even get an MS, say 63, it's a $1,500 coin.
Right. Yep. That's why I like my commemoratives because.
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't say that's why, but that's part of the reason why I do like the commemoratives because
it's a great investment.
Right.
And I've got one that I just purchased online. It's not in the greatest of shape, but I'm trying to remember which one it was. Let's see which one that one was. Let me pull it up here real quick. Inbox. There we go.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's the exposition.
That's a trinary. What do we call it?
Oh, okay. Tritary.
1936.
Oh, nice.
And so that one I didn't have. So I found
what
it.
I'm looking
It's
for,
Delaware. It's the Delaware one.
The one I'm really looking for, and my dad really wants, and I have not found it cheap enough for him to afford it, but he wants the Norfolk, Virginia.
Yes.
And I think that one has the ship on the back, and it looks like it's hammered.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one he's highly looking for. High-low for it.
Oh yeah. Well, and I lived there, so that's the reason why I wanted it too. I lived in Norfolk, Virginia for 15 years. When I got out of the military, that's where I got out at, and got a job there and just kind of stayed there. And then when my dad was not doing well, I decided to move back home. And plus my ex at the time was very mentally ill, and I thought moving her closer to her family would make things better. No, she continued to go downhill, and then one day I come home and she's gone, and I got 2 kids to raise.
That's crazy, but sometimes people do what they know,
Yeah.
how they know how to handle the things at that time.
Yep. And so, yeah. So I ended up raising 2 little girls for the longest of time. Got remarried. I had 2 more kids. I had 2 wonderful, great kids. And the second one kind of did she didn't like the idea of marriage. Or actually, she liked the idea of being supported, but she didn't like the idea of not being able to date other people. And that just didn't work for me.
Right.
And so she took off. And so then I had 2 kids to raise again. And so now I've been divorced, 5+ years? So I had to do a lot of self-work on myself. Figure out why I was attracting, psycho chicks.
Psycho chicks.
Yeah. And I learned, that one of the biggest things is that I did not respect and love myself, and that I was very codependent.
Yeah, that's a lot of people's biggest issues when it comes to relationships.
Yeah. So here I am, being needy. And now I've learned that, man, I don't need anybody. Do I want someone in my life? Absolutely. I would like to have someone to share life with, and have fun with and enjoy things. And, but I don't need anybody. I make myself happy. I, have a blast. I love doing what I do. And, before then I could never even dream of, I was too afraid of everything. I mean, the idea of even going out and starting a YouTube channel was insane to me. And now, here I am.
Yeah, when I first started out, I didn't think I would do a YouTube channel either, but ended up doing it.
Yep. And now I would never take it back. I enjoy it a lot. Well, it's getting close to key time. So let me go grab her real quick again up here. We'll go copy. She hasn't gone live yet. She's got 5 minutes still. Let's drop her link in here. There's keys.
Yeah, that same coin you have right there.
Yes. That one's nicer though. Let me grab my album real quick. Look at those. Because I ain't finding no weeds. It's getting a little boring. Let's find something exciting in this album. See, they're in my dance code. There's the early house. Seated. So Silver Keys is kind of mad at me because before she would just kind of buy, sell, trade silver. She kind of bought what she liked. And I started showing her all my albums. And then she started well, I want one of those. I want an album. And now she's realizing that she has to fill those albums, and it's driving her crazy that they're not full. So now she's gone down the rabbit hole. She's definitely gone down the rabbit hole. There's that beautiful Isabella.
Ooh, there it is. Look how pretty.
There's our Lafayette. Dark tone, purples, golds. And I think it had one little scratch flaw. Let's see, was it on the back? Maybe I was just seeing things.
I don't see it.
I don't either. It's a stunning coin, though. And we got Arkansas, the 36 Philly. Nice. And I've been trying to fill these up here, the Booker T's. I need to get a better 42D. That one's kind of ugly.
I think that's the only year I didn't get in Booker T's.
I have a few of the other ones. There's still some that I need, the 48s, 47s, a 50. I got one Daniel Boone that is just beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Look at this. And then here's this one, the 37.
Oh, nice. No, I have a Daniel Boone.
Yeah, I have two Daniel Boones. This one is just absolutely mint state. I mean, it's just beautiful. Just blast white. There's the Jubilee. And I got Cleveland. I've got some really nice. This one is an uncirculated 1893. The Huguenot. My Grant probably needs to be updated. He's not looking so pretty in that album. And then we got Iowa, Lexington, Lincoln. I like that look of Lincoln on that.
Yeah, that's another one my dad's looking for. I haven't found yet. Those are the only three that I haven't found yet.
No. There's Long Island, Lynchburg, Maine, Monroe Doctrine. This organ is real dark, but it's in really good shape. It's just really toned up. And I have a beautiful Pilgrim. The Rhode Island has been around the block. It's got some toning to it, but it's still in great condition. You got Robinson, Arkansas, San Diego, the San Diego one there. The Sequential, Spanish Trail, Stone Mountain. And then you got your Washington Carvers back here. And then I have the York County.
Oh, nice.
So I have a long ways to go still. But if I got them all at once, it wouldn't be fun to try to collect them. It's,
right.
The hunt is part of the fun. Oh, there was a weedy in that. Let's see what we got. Now we're going to head over to Silver Keys. So here we go. Last weedy of this hunt from now, we got a 40. 1940. Sweet. Because I just scooped all of that aside, and then I just saw it poking out. And I got the albums out. All right, guys. Well, we're going to call it here. We're going to head over to Silver Keys. We're going to go play over there. You can hit that link up there, and we'll transfer over there. I will get back in here. We'll do some more live streams, look for some more wheats. And I want to thank Dolly Doll for coming out and hanging out with me. We had a great time, and I hope you guys had a great time. But we'll see you next time. Take care.
All right, see you guys next time.
All right.